13 years ago, Delta Airlines had a strong presence at Tokyo Narita International Airport, NRT, operating Fifth Freedom flights to several destinations across Asia, including Bangkok, Taipei, Singapore, Beijing, and more. Nowadays, those Fifth Freedom routes are gone and remain only as footers in aviation's history, particularly the history of US-Japan relations post-World War II. However, with today's announcement of Delta Airlines launching a direct flight from Seattle to Taipei, a destination that has not been served since 2017, when Delta last flew from Tokyo Narita, we have a good reason to revisit the company's presence in the Asia-Pacific market and how it has changed through the years. How was Delta's route map in Asia in 2010? After World War II, U.S. Airlines Pan Am and Northwest took advantage and obtained Fifth Freedom rights in Japan. A Fifth Freedom right allows an airline to carry passengers between two countries that are not the airline's country of origin, as long as the original flight does depart from the country of origin. Delta Airlines obtained Northwest's Fifth Freedom rights when the latter merged under Delta in 2008. Meanwhile, Pan Am's Fifth Freedom rights were acquired by United Airlines in the 1980s. Acquiring these Fifth Freedom rights allowed Delta to serve several Asian destinations from Japanese airports, particularly Tokyo Narita and Nagoya, NGO. In December 2010, Delta Airlines flew from Tokyo Narita to 9 destinations in Asia: Bangkok, BKK, Hong Kong, HKG, Seoul Incheon, ICN, Manila, MNL, Beijing, PEK, Busan, PUS, Shanghai, PVG, Singapore, SIN, and Taipei, TPE. From Nagoya, it flew to Manila. It totaled 60 weekly flights with 17,383 seats available on these routes. Additionally, Delta Airlines also operated 166 weekly flights, with 45,588 seats, from the United States to Asia. The company flew from Atlanta, Detroit, Guam, Honolulu, Saipan, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Minneapolis, Los Angeles, and New York JFK to Tokyo Narita, heavily serving its Japanese hub. From Detroit, it also flew to Hong Kong, Seoul, Nagoya, and Shanghai. Delta served Nagoya from Guam, Osaka from Honolulu, and Seattle. Beijing was also served from Seattle. Overall, the company had 296 weekly flights to, from, and between North America and Asian destinations. These Fifth Freedom flights are a thing of the past now. However, Delta's presence in routes from the United States to Asian destinations has also reduced from 166 weekly flights in 2010 to 80 in December 2023. Part of the reason for this decline is the slow demand recovery in the Asia-Pacific region from the COVID-19 pandemic. In these 13 years, Delta has dropped many routes to Asian destinations, with Tokyo Narita in particular being dropped by the U.S. carrier, which now opts to fly to Tokyo Haneda, HND. Currently, Delta serves Haneda from Seattle, Minneapolis, Los Angeles, Honolulu, Detroit, and Atlanta. It also serves 2 more Asian destinations, Shanghai from Seattle, and Seoul Incheon, Seattle, Minneapolis, Detroit, and Atlanta. Flights to Hong Kong, Osaka, Nagoya, Beijing, and Taipei do not exist anymore. Yes, Taipei is coming back.